Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Siti Maulina, and I would like to present my research entitled Sibling Rivalry in Literary Darwinism's Perspective as Seen in John Shaw's Beneath a Marble Sky. In this research, I analyzed the human motive that motivated the siblings to look at each other as an opponent in obtaining life resources around them, such as parental attention, power, and properties. I use the theory of literary Darwinism proposed by Joseph Carroll. In conducting this research, I use close reading method that I pay attention to intrinsic elements in order such as character, plot, and point of view in order to support my analysis. And in analyzing the data, I collect the incident uh, that show the interaction of human motive within the sibling psyche, and then I identify the human motive and classify the siblings based on their capability in order and control the human motive within their self. I have two research questions. First, what are the human motive of sibling rivalry are represented in Beneath the Marble Sky? And second, how human motive contribute to the siblings' desire toward survival. The limitation of this research lies in the fact that I only analyzed 3 older siblings. It is because the 2 younger siblings are not fully mentioned and attached in the sibling rivalry issue, and the aim of this research is to examine how human motive explain the sibling rivalry issue in the novel Beneath the Marble Sky by John Shores. And by using the literary Darwinism, we might see what are motivated the sibling to see at each other as a rival, even they share the same blood. In order to understand my research deeper, I review 4 related studies. The first is Darwin and 1860s children literature, Belief, Myths, and Detritus by Ruth Murphy. It is an article. The second is Grip by Humbert Humbert, a literary Darwinist reading of Vladimir Nabokov, Lolita by Peter G. Hansen and Jan Skurt. It is a thesis. And then Darwin and Dracula, Evolutionary Literary Study and Supernatural Horror Fiction by Matthias F. Clayson. It is also a thesis. And the last one is Darwin and His On the Origin of Species as a part of evolution of thought in 19th century Britain by Nika Godova. It is also a thesis. In findings, I found that 4 motifs are the reason why Dara, Jahanara, and Aurangzeb are involved in sibling rivalry issue. They are 4 of them. They are nurture, romance, constructive effort, and dominance. Nurture is the human motive within the sibling psyche that encourages the siblings to protect their close relative, in order to save their gene. In sibling rivalry case, the siblings will eliminate the relative between them, depend to whom they are supportive. In the novel, Aurangzeb tried to eliminate his father because his father is support Dara and Jahanara, but didn't support himself. That's why he tried to eliminate his father. As the response, Jahanara, who see his father as a supportive relative to her, he protect his father. When Aurangzeb tried to eliminate her offspring, he also tried to protect her offspring because her offspring means as the next generation of herself. The second is romance. Romance is the motive that engage the siblings in established romantic relationship in order to pass and enlarge the range of their genes. In sibling rivalry case, the sibling will control their opponent sibling. their opponent siblings partner to be their side, so their opponent sibling have no supporting romantic relationship. Aurangzeb tried to control the husband of Jahanara by giving him advantages on his business, and Jahanara tried to control the lover of Aurangzeb, tried to manipulate the lover of Aurangzeb so that he get many advantages such as knowing the next strategy of Aurangzeb from the lover by manipulating the lover of Aurangzeb. Because of Dara, because of Dara have low motive on romance, while he is in a rival in getting the woman that he love. He didn't give effort because he let Aurangzeb get the woman named Lately that both of them love. The next is constructive effort. It is the human motive that engage the siblings to improve their self-potential. In sibling rivalry case, the rival working on limit or frustrated their opponent siblings' effort. Aurangzeb tried to attack while Jahanara building leads the building of their mother's grave, and Aurangzeb also attack also try to attack the when Dara unite his people from diversities. Meanwhile, Aurangzeb also improved his self potential by become a great lead soldier. And the last is the dominance. This human motive is that engage the siblings to dominate over life resources. uh, Jahanara is on dominating the other empress from the other empire. Aurangzeb in dominating the empire asset and also the soldiers' trust, and Dara in dominating the minority. And then I classified the siblings. The first is the siblings who alienate himself from his human motive, that is Dara. He believed that the public interest is more important than his interest. And then the second sibling who balance human motive within her psyche, that is Jahanara. He believed that human motive is not wrong. It is even could save his life and also others' life. And the last is sibling who controlled by his human motive. Aurangzeb really want to dominate over life resources around him, so it end up he is controlled by his human motive dominance. And to conclude, I believe that the siblings were designed to survive with human motive within their psyche, and it is not wrong as long as the siblings are able to balance the human motive within their psyche, even could save other living. This is the end of the presentation. Thank you.